I can hear the echo effect in the background.
Oh, from what?
It has something to do with like when you hit the gong or whatever the chime, the sound ripples out and it affects the frequency waves of the technology. Like,
Okay.
are you on like Bluetooth headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what it is.
Okay. So I have to be mindful of that. Does it sound okay or is it disturbing?
Sounds okay. Just during that moment when you hit it with the sound in the background, it creates this weird like. That's not bad. That's good.
It was
Awesome.
probably too
So
much.
we are live. So
Oh.
so we are live. Awesome. Uh, Thank you everyone for popping in. Hey Rocky, so awesome to see you, Rocky. Yes, I got motivated and inspired by this divine being here. He decided to come and join me, the awesome Mashaman, aka Claudia Rouleau. Thank you. Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Thank you for joining me this evening and actually getting me a little bit inspired and motivated to get out of my head and just jump on and live. Hey Kelly, oh, awesome! Good to see my people showing up. Listen,
It's a day. It's a day to celebrate.
huh?
It's a day to celebrate. We're
Today
celebrating
is the
our
day to celebrate. Is the day that
friend.
friendiversary, however you want to say it.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah,
Sure.
awesome. So, awesome. This is when we first met and got connected and found so many freaking symmetries in just our paths and practices. I
Yeah.
love meeting other kindred spirits. So look at this, full circle a year later. Here you are, like reigniting energy in me to like get back into it.
Well, that's what we've
Andrew,
been doing for the
welcome.
past year.
Phyllis, Kelly, good to see you all.
Hi.
Michelle, wow. If y'all can, feel free to
Hi.
share up. We're just hanging out right now. We're not doing too much. Um,
I'm
Connecting
gonna
to
do that.
energy, being of service to all of those. But yeah, you've been up to some awesome stuff in this past year. Since we've been like working together, I've been seeing you do some amazing stuff, getting certified in new modalities. Can you please share with everybody here more about what's going on with you and the access and the healings that you're doing? Because I feel like I might need some of that, and I think
Yeah.
I think people who popping on right now definitely need to learn a little bit more about it. So if y'all don't know about access and access bars, um, it's the awesome Masha, aka Claudia, with
So
us.
I've been off. I mean, I haven't been doing any lives for quite some time. I just needed to recenter, get things done because obviously I just went through a transition year, and you've been part of it. So that's everything there. Um, I am now at a point where, so just to recap, last year this time,
Yeah.
I had 2 weeks left to find somewhere to move to. I had nowhere to go, no storage. I didn't have a car, I didn't have a job. Like, yeah, it's okay because it was needed, and I knew it was needed, and everything kind of was okay. Well, here you go. You got to change it all, and one step at a time is really the only way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of how that's basically what it is. I mean, that's I know a lot of the mess since yeah in that whole period of time. I don't know how many messages that I've been connected and sharing that just all about the process and the path, and it's all
Yeah.
about it's just it's an incremental thing. It's just a step. day by day, like just taking another step forward because
Mm-hmm.
you got to go through it. You got to go through it. The only way out is through, and that is a step
And
by step process.
that's it. And when everything is kind of like piling up, it's maybe because you've been dismissing certain things or kind of procrastinating on making choices. And then the universe like, well, you had so much time to do all this now. Well, all of it's gotta you gotta do it all. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And it's just accepting that change is inevitable. But really, change, embracing change, and trusting the flow. For me, it's always been this inner voice that I used to kind of dismiss before.
okay.
And as I allow uh, clarity more and more to it, because I trust it, right? So the more I trust, the more clear it becomes,
Mm.
as you know.
Yes, clarity,
Yeah.
and trusting in spirit. That's the message that's definitely cycled back to me recently. Is
Yes.
really, yeah, committing, turning it back over. That
And
that
by
that's
doing so, yeah. Oh my God,
yeah,
honey.
that
You were
saying
saying?
of let go and let God is definitely like it, it gets deep. It's much deeper than just the superficial like bumper sticker that it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So so all of that led you to the access point
all
and
right.
what you're
So
doing with your healing because yeah,
okay, so I needed just to, get settled and grounded and
create the
just,
atmosphere,
yeah, just like
set it
on the
up.
3D-ness kind of thing. You gotta stabilize that. And I started working at a high school, and I knew that through that work, part time, I would meet people
Thank
that
you, Jude.
would allow me to apply my practice. And word of mouth is the best way that I receive as message as far as like, well, this person helped me out with this thing. You can't really, well, I guess you can advertise yourself, but it's not to that same level of somebody sharing their experience, right? So as soon as I did my priestess of Isis,
Mhm.
so I did that. Um, Holding keys, unlocking things for other people, so I could um, provide healing in a distance for that. But access bars, that was done on spring day. It is all here. So we have 32 access points. So polarized on each side. So if you're going to press here, you can press here so that the clearing can be done. So access consciousness is about clearing old patterns, old belief systems,
Mhm.
limitations, uh, everything that has been programmed and stagnant and learned through not only this lifetime but past lifetime.
Mm.
So every experience is different. I had a huge release. I cried. So and it's just like it was so intense. And it's different for everyone. It depends on what level you're at in life,
And
how
how much you're
open.
committed in the process, I'm sure, and
That's
all of
right.
that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I get that. I love that because I love the physical body work aspect of it, where it really reminds me of like some craniosacral stuff, and I'm sure I'm sure you could probably just like energize and recharge yourself alone, let alone when you're working on others. But yeah, I want to know more about that. So I'm gonna pick your brain about that behind the scenes because I feel like I can learn some extra little techniques and stuff. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, what about the ISIS thing? Your journey's taking you all over the place. Come on, share
Yes.
some more, please. because
Yes. Well, it's always been, certain
Jude here
signs.
just asked who's with me.
Yes.
So Jude, you don't remember Claudia, the beautiful Claudia? She's here sharing her love. Y'all always chatting on the lives.
Oh,
But
wait, I'm trying to connect here.
you're too
Sorry.
connected.
I was not connected to see any messages, so I'm just gonna connect quickly.
Yes. John, what's going on? Phyllis. Hi, Gabrielle. Good to see you all. Thanks for popping in. Feel free to share out. We're just chatting, catching up a little, sharing a little bit about our processes and journeys, how they've grown in this last year since we've been connected and actually learning and just discovering more on this whole spiritual path. So I'm always
Mhm.
learning with you, and so I'm excited to that you're coming back. That you decided to come back and tune with me. That was a personal motivation for myself, and so now it's like it worked to like get us both to ourselves out here more because I know that our lights and the work that we're doing needs to be seen and felt, and so I'm glad that we can get on right now and have some fun. Jude, oh beautiful, thank you, Jude. Um,
Started with you, right? Yeah.
so Jude
It's
is sending a donation. We'll definitely dig in and connect with Jude a little bit
mhm,
in just a little bit.
mhm.
How are you feeling, Masha man?
I feel like there's a lot just like came like in, so I'm just
I love that.
yes.
The sound effects.
It's all about the sound.
Yeah.
I love my new singing bowl. It's amazing. Oh, look at it.
So what frequency is that tuned to again?
Third eye. A.
Third. Ah, that's the letter A. The
Well,
musical note. The musical note A.
I believe that she said that. I am not 100% positive on that answer, but maybe we could ask Jimmy.
Yes, Jimmy is my sound guy. He's the guy I go to for all the sound insights.
Yes,
Wow, I feel a lot of energy coming in right now. So, ooh.
right? Yeah. So, space and time. I've been traveling through space and time, and I can see
Yes,
this here. Um,
safe platform. We travel here, people. We travel. Psychic.
and so, how I kind of just start connecting with people, and it's not invasion, it's just, it happens. So, if it's happening and, I'm like what you've experienced lately, say, just no disrespect to anyone. I
Okay,
do not
Drew.
want to invade your privacy. I just connect sometimes easily. And if certain things need to be said that is more private, I will let you know so we can connect on a private platform. So,
Yes, but you are just a natural, innate empath, telepath, energetically receptive person. So, highly sensitive being, are they called? You're one of those. I recognize that, right? So,
mm. There's things you just can't say anything otherwise, right? It's just, it is what it is, and the experience is experienced. So, I,
yeah,
uh, I have a lot of things coming through.
you have a lot of things coming through right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably good because I feel like the energy's coming together. Jude, thank you. We'll start with you and tune in and feel what's coming through for you. Um, I saw a donation come in from was it Gabrielle?
Yeah.
Gabrielle, if you left a donation, please drop a comment and just let. We'll tune in for you as well. Ah, Claudia.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Awesome, Gabrielle. Thank you for joining and hanging out, coming through to connect. I don't always get to go live in the evening, so I'm trying to like restart that practice a little bit more. So it's good when I get to get on and see all the faces that I don't always see earlier in the daytime when I am active, I guess. Okay.
Is it cutting out for anyone else? Because I feel like Zay, you're cutting out sometimes. I'm just wondering if anybody else is experiencing it, or if it's just me.
I hear some feedback. It sounds like it's cleared up now.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I hear like other people talking. Yeah,
My
voices.
son?
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
probably.
Ed? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually just close so I can. There's a lot going through, so hang on one theater.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds a lot better now. Okay. So what were you saying about time and space though? You didn't finish that statement.
Yes, thanks. All right. So time and space.
Hmm.
It's like there's this super thin, super thin veil that sometimes kind of just disappears, and the lap in space and time. Uh, so I'm experiencing something within, and then it happens right away after. So within like sometimes a minute,
Mm,
sometimes two, and it's
that's
happening
super.
more and more.
Yeah, you're super in that flow where you're just like creating instant manifestation almost, or not even creating it, but just experiencing it because
Yeah,
that really synchronized with the higher self where you just kind of think it and you experience it, think it and you experience it. That's a pretty
I don't even know if I'm
pure,
thinking it. You know?
right? Yeah, yeah. That's a whole nother level though, right?
I don't know how else to
That goes
explain
a
it,
whole nother level up there.
but
Because then it goes from like thinking it to receiving it, which equates with attracting it from your magnetic resonance space, but where you're attracting it from, and those are the thoughts and the
Mm,
essences of the higher self. And so then we're
yeah,
getting like we're moving to another dimension here with this train of thoughts. I'm gonna lose myself if I keep going, let alone lose all the people here, and bring it back down. Woosah. But yeah,
so
time and space is really non-existent once you really learn how to like actually get into the sync with the rhythm of nature, the sync with the rhythm of life, the beat of your own drum. Once you really
mm,
find that innate personal flow, right? Because we all have a personal flow that's in harmony with the universe because we're not all the same. We're different. We're different vibrations. We're different frequencies. And so with that, once we really fall into that sync with the universe, we really start to have more of those manifestations within
yeah.
everyday life, which is beautiful.
But then there's also just the flow, which yes, of course, sure, it's personal. At the same time, if you're not conscious of it, then
Nettie,
just to kind of go with it, right? So
yes.
I've been, if I feel like I need to look at something, oh, okay, I'm going to look at something. I need to open up a book, I'll just open up a book. And every time, it's not like, well, most of it, no, every time, it's exactly on point. It's what I need to. hear or read or deliver as a message, or just I need to turn left. Why?
Yeah,
I'll know why once that moment happens and that moment happens. So
yeah.
that magic of life with just flowing,
You just in that
it's
flow.
so
Yeah,
beautiful. It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. That is. I think that is definitely one of your gifts as I've come to know you. This ability to just kind of, uh,
Just go with it.
yeah, just go with it and gleefully stumble into realization. Like,
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow, isn't that perfect? Yes,
yes,
there is such a thing as
yes,
perfection.
yes, yes. Okay, so I have my shamanic oracle deck. I'm gonna start playing with those and tune in for Jude real quick.
Yeah.
Rusty, what's going on? Good to see you. And we can start with Jude and see what's coming forth for her, maybe through time and space. Hey, Jude.
Ah, yeah.
That laugh is infectious. I'm telling you, your laugh is that is a tool for transmutation. Like,
Yes.
people who have certain skills and tools, and like laughter is a powerful way to transmute energy. Um,
I use
if you
laughter.
have a loud, infectious laughter like yours, that is an extra special oomph on that gift. Like I'm brilliant and funny. I'm brilliant and funny. I admit that. That's my gift and curse. No, but you have this loud, infectious laugh that will just lift up an entire room, and that is like you got to flex that. Laugh your ass off, girl. Laugh your ass off. Share it with the world.
Oh gosh, I do. I do. Whether you like it or not, you shall
Yes,
hear it.
yes, good, good, good. Share it.
I, I just opened up a book. Obviously, I'm just going with the flow, and
Mm, mhm. I just stumbled on a card, so feel free
that's
to share
great.
your insight from the book.
To the doors of consciousness. that's that's
This is for Jude, right?
yeah.
Jude,
And funny because
consciousness.
when I connected back to and I went, so I just hit my
Mm,
little crystal ball, and it says sounds, rhythms, vibrations. The word we guide our life. So to be mindful of words, because I'm all about using the proper vocabulary. We have words or spells, and that's why it's called spelling. They echo through time and space, right? It is important to say what we mean in the definition that it was created with, right? I mean, using sick as cool, that's awesome, but using sick created this pandemic, people. So let's just avoid that word, right? So for Jude, I'm receiving when you're talking about anything, the words that you're going to be using. If it's past trauma, the way that you're going to formulate what you're going to say will allow you to heal even more. And the way that you're saying it, it depends where you're going to go and get it, right? So, you know the vibration of it
mm.
can help.
That tone and frequency.
That's right.
Yeah,
That is going to help
yeah, yeah.
one step more. Yeah.
That's funny because the card that jumped for her is the Ancient Ones, and while you were talking, they were just these are your ancestors, your past ancestors, shoot, and they were talking to me about communication,
Mm.
um, and yeah, and like how you communicate. But they specifically were talking about for you to remember the old ways that are more to the root, more to the earth, more to just the culture, which was always about um, the community and celebratory in the community and communion with spirit within gatherings. And I keep hearing like to uh, not shut yourself so off from the outside world that you start to lose that. You start to lose your ability to communicate because you won't communicate or because you can't communicate, right? Like because there may be issues with expressing what you truly feel with others. It's causing division that people can't come back even around each other, right? And so it's like you're suffering doubly because it's hard to even get the issue out of your throat, let alone be around this person, let alone be around that entire side of the family, right? Like, not to say that that's what you're going through, but this is like the idea, and so it's all about coming back to, and I feel this energy moving in my throat chakra now as I speak, coming back to your communication, how you're communicating, remembering the old ways, coming back together, communicating with others, and that whether it's expressing yourself, whether it's really instilling your power in your voice as you express yourself to people, or whether it's just engaging with others and sharing your stories and sharing your spirit and sharing your light. um, the ancient ones are talking about just this sense of you coming forward to communicate with the world. So
Yeah.
that's that's what's coming through as Claudia was.
Listen, Zay. Listen. This is a beautiful moment right now. I don't like as you were saying throat and stuff, and I was just pushing at the same time with the
Mm-hmm.
yes. And just I wasn't done reading it, but it's perfect that you jumped on. And I was going to say communication is the principal link that makes life possible, and then messages from your DNA, you
Mm-hmm.
know, encoded in the live cells with the words that are pronounced, written, the nerve, the pulse, the pulsing of the nerves, right, will allow the communication from your brain to your body, and that transmission
Hi, Yvette. I see you. Keep
can
going,
actually
Claudia.
link. It's like linking, all the continents together, right? So it's
Yeah.
just all the bodies. And it's the way that consciousness travels.
Yes, that is a powerful statement. The way that consciousness travels,
Mm-hmm. So,
and it's just interlinked with everything else.
are you asking me?
Well, just based off of that statement, but I didn't. I don't know. If, I didn't hear the full statement because there's a little bit of an echo. But based off of it, that's what it sounded like. It said. I could be way off.
There was some distortion when you spoke, so I don't know.
This is a see. This is the issue I keep having with Streamyard. I don't know what it is. Um, see,
Too much energy.
I'm gonna. All right. How's that sound?
Oh, hi.
Hello. Does that sound better?
Yep.
All right. How's it sound now? Testing. Testing. Nope.
Just talk loudly. So Jude
Testing.
says I go down for boot. I'm so français tonight. um, so I was thinking that exact thing not too long ago. I was wondering if I was maybe
I
like
try to switch the mic, Jude, but I can't hear Claudia that well. So give me a second. Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right, that's better. That's better. It sounds better for me. Hopefully, it sounds better for y'all. Okay, awesome. On and off. Okay, we'll see. We'll try to get it to just stay on.
We should learn. We should all learn sign language.
Well, that would be useful.
I think it looks pretty cool with all the expressions and stuff on your face. All right.
Did you finish that the message about communication for Jude?
Yeah,
Okay.
we were saying. I was just reading that she commented that she is. She says she's agoraphobic. I don't know how to say it with the English accent,
What is it again?
but it's fear of crowds, right?
Oh, fear of crowds. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
know if
okay.
it's really well, maybe, but I think it's more like when you're a sensitive empath, big crowds are very overwhelming. And I, I mean, I work in a school part time, and because I transmute energy, I sweat a lot,
Mhm.
and the mask is not helping at all. But
Yeah, I'm sure that
it's like
that's difficult.
the anxiety that I feel in public isn't mine to begin with, right?
Mm.
Well, there is some within myself as well, or else I wouldn't be feeling it as much. I understand that.
Oh,
Um,
not wanting to leave the house.
but
Okay.
not wanting to leave the house at all.
Oh, I guess you just telling the definition of agoraphobia or agoraphobia.
Okay.
Hey, Julie.
I think there's different levels of it. So if
Hi,
it's like to
Julie.
the extreme of like not even wanting to exit your home,
Yeah, yeah. There's levels to everything, right? So there's probably various levels to that. What is it? Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. Some of those
yeah.
words are just like so kind of. Hi, Yvette. I see you. You said. Oh, thank you, Julie. Okay, so Julie dropped a donation. We'll tune into you after we do. I gotta start writing these down now.
That's what I
Y'all
just
showing up
took.
more than I expected.
All right.
Yes, Gabrielle. Gabrielle, if you're still in the house, we're gonna tune into you in just a moment. Give me a moment so I can write the rest of you who dropped a donation. Oh, there we go. Agoraphobia. I have to look that up more, Jude. I'm now. Is that like would shut-ins be considered people who have agoraphobia, or is that something else?
So right away when somebody vocalizes their or shares with me their issue, problematic, whatever they want to be working on, I just start with questioning when it started,
Hmm.
and I just got. So I am going to do some oponopono for you. Sure.
Cool. Okay, Julie, I got you your donation as well. I'm putting you on the list. Jude, I want to do some energy work around your throat. I do feel your throat being needing some release. So while she's doing her
I
own,
felt pressure on the left side of. You said you wanted to do some work for Jude. No, I just felt more pressure there.
okay, so Jude, your ancestors are still with me, and they're really just continuing to talk about remembering the traditional ways of sharing just through your storytelling, through your presence, through your ability to connect. Use your voice, use your box of expression. Okay, so and keep it fluid, keep it hydrated, keep drinking.
Mhm.
If you smoke, stop. Like not, I know you smoke, maybe reduce.
I
It's
had the
not
same
something. It's
message.
just an
Yeah, I know.
invitation. It's an invitation. It's not telling you to do that, but just anything to reduce the scratchiness in your throat. This is gonna relieve the pressure and allow it to be easier for you to actually communicate. Sometimes we don't think about the connection that our actual physical vessel, the symptoms we might feel in, how that actually affects us, maybe energetically or emotionally. And something as simple as just a scratchy throat, an actual feeling like a lump in my throat physically, can stop you from actually in the moment where you need to speak up and speak your truth. Something like that can hinder you, can slow down that ease of flow, make you like, my throat's already feeling funny. I don't feel like going in this conversation. It could really play out in the simplest of ways. So just think about that. It's an invitation, but definitely more hydration. Keep it fluid in there. And that's gonna help a lot. Yes, I will. Yay, beautiful. I worked it a lot. Exactly. You are working it a lot when you do the lives and stuff. So fluid, fluid, fluid. Yes, yes. I know you was getting something about that too, Claudia.
Oh yeah. Oh, you covered it.
Yvette, you were asking if I see you and Joe together. What does that mean, Yvette? I'm not sure what that meant. I see you in the chat, but I don't see a Joe here. Yes, got your water. Awesome. Hey, Mystical. Mystical
I don't
says
know if you like
hello.
honey, Jude, but they're telling me to warm water and honey,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and preferably non-pasteurized. Herbal teas as well. And the warmness of the water can, not too hot, just warm, will allow movement and relaxing whatever is tensed.
Peppermint tea is great. Yes, Judy, I love peppermint tea, especially for the throat soothing. No honey. Wow. That's impressive. Okay, so let's move on to Gabrielle. Gabrielle, if you're still in the house, you've been waiting so patiently. I apologize if we held you up for so long.
And you
So
said,
Judy mentioned peppermint tea, and now like I'm getting kind of a craving for it in the back of my throat. I'm gonna have to like go and heat up some water after this.
I'm growing on my balcony some, it's called chocolate mint. So it is a mint plant, but it's chocolate mint and it's, it smells amazing. So I have like some, I have a bunch of plants, rosemary and lavender, and I just kind of like brush gently and I smell my hands. Oh, it's so good. I don't know if Gabrielle does this or likes aromatherapy, but I felt compelled to talk about it.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
aromatherapy.
Mm-hmm.
I got something when you said that. I smell something sweet, and I'm getting like strawberries, like strawberry candy, but like I'm getting the images of like roses, like rose petals, the color pink and red, of course. Uh, no offense, this is looking a little cheesy, romantic stuff with Gabrielle. I don't know. I'm not kidding. I'm just no. But yeah, I'm getting like yeah. When you said aromatherapy, just
She's
like
like, oh, it's
sweet
my joint.
candy fragrance.
Aromatherapy is my joint, she
Oh, nice, nice. Yes,
said.
you're
Yeah.
you're you're brilliant, Claudia. You know all this stuff. But yeah, I'm smelling like the sweet candy aromas, and then just getting really pinks, purples, flower petals. Like not just roses, just flower petals. And that's the imagery. And so, but like it goes together. It's like if you
Almost like
ate
some
the
self
rose
love kind of
petals,
message
it
here.
would taste like candy, but it doesn't.
So now I'm
Um,
hearing be as sweet with yourself as the smell that you're smelling. Okay.
mm,
For you,
mm.
Zay, as well. Love it.
Well, we do what we can.
Yeah.
We're all works in progress. Um, Gabrielle, this feels like something for you. So I don't want to. I don't. I feel like I can't let this go right now. Give me a second.
Her garden is in full bloom. Oh, yay! Isn't it
Mm.
wonderful? Isn't that just so
Are there a
resourceful?
lot of sweet smells in your garden? Is there anything particularly sweet smelling, fruit like almost? I'm feeling like this might be a message or a memory from a loved one. Like there's something about
I
this
was gonna
like
say that. The
fragrance.
first thing that popped in was a past loved one, but
Mm,
mhm.
Gardania. Okay.
Mhm.
There's something with that gardenia then that it's just feeling very much. I mean, there's a message of love behind this. There's this a remembrance of that love that sparked the gesture, right? Holding that within self, within the heart space, recognizing that such love never dies, such love never leaves.
It was her mama's. She bought her home in October. Ah, she's coming through. She's still there. She, yeah.
Mm, mm.
Mm-hmm. What was her favorite flower?
So definitely hold on to that that memory or that connection that lies behind that. You know, sometimes things are about more than just the superficial. What happened? It's like it's about more than just the flower
So
or
it was
what came
roses.
through.
So it was roses. Her mama's great because I had a feeling to ask just to confirm, right, that what you're receiving as far as image goes with the petals and stuff, and not just roses, but her mama's was roses, her favorite
Mm-hmm.
flower, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yes. So as soon as I um, so what I'm seeing is it is in her DNA and within her soul to have that exchange with Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So plants and herbs and healing healing soil. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. The fairies want to know if you plan on expanding the resort. Oh gosh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Yes, bringing growing goals. Okay. So growing, yeah, that basically lights up her soul, which we can see. There's just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
gardening all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Cleared a new bed. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And okay, so there's that theme that lies behind that, where when you do this, when you invest your energy in this act, in these processes, you're not necessarily alone doing these things. You're being loved for and assisted. Um, in those moments, you can touch spirit. You can make that connection. You are making that connection. It's just about you realizing it. And that's what's coming through. This is just about you realizing it, you recognizing the subtle cues as they come through. This is not about the smell itself or the flowers that I'm getting. All of that was just show for me to finally get here. And what here is that you are not recognizing your symbols when the connection comes through. And so this is your message to say, hey, there's a connection coming through. Some loved ones for you. Loved ones are here, are present, navigating, walking through these times and spaces with you. As we were saying earlier in the live about the time and space not even being a thing, especially when we're talking about from the other side, loved ones that are with us here now in the present moment and beyond, right? And so they're here presently for you as you go through these things that connect y'all, even if it's as simple as the gardening, as simple as getting your hands in the dirt, and then you have a flashback to gardening with your mama or whoever, and you feel like that connection in that moment. It is that connection in that moment. What happens a lot of times is that we miss those moments. We just say, oh, that was a memory, and we push it to the side. And we don't value those moments for what they're meant to be when we experience them. And so for you, you're having more and more of these experiences. Value them when you see them. And the more you do, the more you'll recognize that you're having them. And the more that you continue to have them, the more that you're seeing you're opening up. Your gifts are opening and you're flowering, but really you're connecting with these aspects of love that you thought forgot about you or you just thought you lost. You haven't. We don't lose love. We don't lose that. That's an energy, it just transform. It just shifts. but it is still there for us to tap into at any time. And so that love is still there for you to tap into, even in the here and now. And that's what was coming behind all of the messages. But yes, the flowers, the sweets, those roses, it all connects, right? So just take what resonates. You can leave what doesn't. Yes, the connection with earth, the dirt.
And I feel like she is also capable of healing the earth and from the
It could also be
toxins.
baking, kitchen stuff. Like, because I'm getting smells of sweetness and flowers. So however
That was
that
her
comes
mama's.
back.
That was her. It's like your your
Yes.
she's coming through strongly, and that's what you're receiving. Like so
Yes.
clearly. Yes. All right.
Oh, look, 4-7 in the chat. Nice. Those are my numbers, though. 4-7. You're welcome,
Oh.
Gabrielle. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I just opened up a page,
Yes.
and it's October 9 to October 13th.
Hmm.
Mhm. And the message here is joy.
That's
Smiling is contagious, right? So go ahead and contaminate the whole world.
yes. Contaminate the whole world. Rita, good to see you, love.
The connection with Earth. Yes, Gabrielle. Connection with Earth.
Okay. So after Gabrielle, I think we had Julie. Julie, if you're still in the house, we'll connect with you and see what wants to come through. Oh, awesome.
Hi,
Beautiful.
Rita.
Cool. Julie's here. So, Julie, we'll tap in and see what wants to come through for you. Do you have a specific question or anything? Yes, I appreciate the third eye. Whoa. Crystal, whoa. Crystal.
Decalcify. I know.
Oh, well, welcome, Rita, on your new laptop. Yes, decalcify. Thank you. Please feel free to decalcify the collective.
I use essential oils for so many things, but as protection as well. And I have a ritual every day, and I have to say this message right now. I use frankincense because it makes freaking sense. Okay, so
Mhm.
what I do is I start with my third eye actually. So I put some essential oil on my finger, and then I with my third eye, and then I create this helmet, I guess. I don't like to use that word. It's more like just protection layer. So I'll go and cover it all, and then I will go through my chakras as well, my
Mhm.
throat, and then I have my just protective suit on, And I just cover myself with essential oil, and I use my crystal, and I recite protection prayer in the morning and at night. Um, And I've seen a huge difference
Mm.
in my day to day. So I'm sharing that out for all that need to hear this right now. Yeah,
It's always good to have your practices in place in general. So
yeah.
knowing what works for you, I like that. So Julie is here, and this card jumps for Julie when I was tuning in. So I'm gonna jump in and just share what I'm getting for Julie right now.
Okay.
Okay, so Julie, the medicine wheel jumps for you, right? And what I'm getting right off the bat is just like there's just like the world, it seems wide open for you right now. Like even everybody's coming back outside basically. Um, where, people are just lockdowns are ending, people are coming back outside. More the energy is moving more, and there's more opportunity happening. There's more just things to do, things to get into, and uh and the world is just wide open to you right now. Like kind of the world is your oyster kind of thing, where you're just at this perfect time in this perfect place in your life where you can go in any direction. You can basically pick and choose whatever you want to do. And the invitation that's coming through from your guys right now is that all right, so like this is a time where you really get to kind of pick and choose what you really want to do, what you really want to start looking towards doing, towards building.
I
Um,
hear the spice room. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
yeah, the Spice Girls. Yeah, yeah, something like that. This
Yeah,
is an
yeah.
opportunity where you can do that, but this is also an opportunity where you can kind of get lost into so many other things because again, the world is wide open, right? And this sense of wide openness can almost create a experience of overwhelm for you. This experience of like, oh my God, there's just so much and so many options and so many directions I could probably choose from, and I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. I don't know where to turn, right? And so the guidance really from your guides coming through like this is your chance. This is your moment where you can actually make a choice truly aligned solely for your highest good. And although people might want to label that as selfish, it's really an opportunity for you to act in a way that's going to allow you to be the your ultimate selfless self, right? This is gonna allow you to really step into your highest self. If you allow yourself to lean in that direction of actually doing something that fulfills you or that makes you happy, or choosing a particular experience, a particular partner that really is going to suit those things you're looking for instead of uh, choosing the default or listening to what everybody else has said. Like, it feels like you've done a lot of that other stuff and you've gotten some taste of some different experiences. And where you're at now is that it's a place where people can feel like, oh, I'm back to square one and I'm so tired of being here. But you're really in this unique position where you're so much more enlightened, where you're so much more intelligent, where you have all this experience and you're so much sharper and fiercer and just you have all of this potential and all this work and effort you've already put in that you're not really back at square one. You're really just at a launching pad that can shoot you exactly where you want to go if you can manage to choose wisely, right? Choose according to your highest good, your highest will. Choose what honestly feels right, feels best, and feels good to you. And sometimes that can be a very difficult choice because we're so conditioned to listening to what others say, going for what the world tells us we should want, striving to create an image for other people, and we lose our own true north. So this is an opportunity not to feel lost, Not to feel that you're back at square one, but you're really in the space where you're more empowered and more capable of ever and of achieving what you really want. And it's just a matter of making the choice. So that's the big thing that's coming through for you when this medicine wheel comes. You don't have to get overwhelmed if you just make that choice and allow yourself to live it out. Allow yourself to live it out. You'll have no regrets that way. Ah, hey Ada, thank you for sharing. I mean, we're just hanging out for a little bit longer. Appreciate everybody coming out and sharing with us. Claudia, you still up there? You got
I'm
real spirit.
s- I'm just looking through the messages to see if Julie was still on.
Ah,
Um, oh, there. Fabulous. That's exactly what she's been doing. Hmm, interesting. All right. So I am going to ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 to 32. Can you give me three numbers, Julie?
so three numbers between 1 and 32 that you want Julie to give you?
Yes.
Awesome. So Julie, I don't know if you heard of three numbers between 1 and 32.
Mm-hmm. 7, 14, 29.
7, 14, 20. 7, 14, and 29. The 714, yo, those numbers have been following me, following me, following me. And all sorts of different combinations and everything. 7, 1, and 4.
And now, okay. 7, 14. There we go.
What did you get? What did you stumble upon, lady?
So it's about home, about messages, and gratitude. Let me double check here what I'm gonna get. So home.
Yes.
You may have had either a visit from someone that seems ungrateful, or may work with someone that's unpleasant, right? So that is something to be mindful of. And your home is doesn't have to be like a house per se, but your home is your wherever your heart is, really. Because home is where the heart is. Okay. Uh, I was going with something else, and then kind of they're just like, no, this is what you're gonna say. All right.
I actually heard that
So,
earlier too.
what?
When you first said it, when you said 7 was for home, I was like, home is where the heart is.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. uh, yeah. So I'm gonna go check what the message is in messages because there's something that goes with. I'm just a
Claudia, I think I'm
hunch.
just saying that it's a little dark on your end. She can't see you at all.
Can you see me now?
It's lights out over there.
Well,
It's mood. It's mood setting.
it's ambiance. Yes.
Ambiance. Yes. Ambiance. That's when that French accent is handy. Ambiance.
And ambiance. Woo. All right. Message.
Yes, the message.
You
Message.
have a message. It's concerning, what do you call that in English? Heritage? No, it's a, when you're, it's heritage, right? I think so. Okay,
Ooh, a say.
what?
Judy says it looks like a seance. She says, "Ooh, a seance." You can't call them spirits, Judy. You can't call them spirits.
uh, it's a message concerning a heritage. So, is heritage the same word in français? So I'm doing a translation. Uh,
Heritage.
yeah, right. When you're like passed on, like when somebody, usually it's when somebody passes, but it doesn't have to be a past loved one giving you whatever. But
I thought of it like historical culture.
yeah, that's what I thought you would think, and that's how it sounded as well. So I was like, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? It's the same.
Genealogy.
No, when somebody passes, okay,
Oh, okay.
and they give you like a house or like a car or
Oh, like an
like
inheritance.
a inheritance.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Okay.
that.
It's inheritance. I got it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm sorry, but I can't answer it.
You're very popular.
No,
Um,
it's time for the prayer. It's like prayer time, so I have my friend that calls me and we do the prayer
see, this is it's not French mood lighting. It is prayer. It is prayer lighting.
together. I prefer gentle lighting because the electricity lighting is really like on my eyes, like the lighting itself, the fake
Yes,
lights. Yeah, they're just kind of like aggressive on my
that is
retina.
very true.
Anyway,
Was there another message for Julie or
yes, it's also the occasion to invest money that
mm,
could bring you back a nice sum.
so investments?
Yes. Uh-huh. And then the last one with gratitude. Let's just check this one out here.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. What?
Jared, good to see you, brother. I'm just laughing at some of the comments. The seance comment is killing me.
It's when you're manifesting your recognition and your gratitude that chance will smile back
Ah,
at. Mm.
so basically, gratitude is the attitude.
Yes, be. Yes, exactly.
Nice.
So, hmm, remember us when that investment comes back. I was just kidding.
Yeah, man,
Sharing
all's
is
good.
caring. All right.
All is good, Jared. We just hopped on just to connect, celebrate, motivate each
Yep.
other to go and be present. But I think we're
On our friend anniversary. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
on our friendiversary.
Yes. I met you while you were doing a live with Thomas.
Yes,
And I was
yes.
like, whoa, I feel connected. And then Thomas had left and came back and he was like, yeah, you two need to connect. This is what I'm receiving. And I'm like, Me too. And I was looking for you. I was like, I can't find you. And
Yeah,
then we connected, and we've been speaking to each other almost every day. You know, just like, hey, what's up? And I am
but
grateful.
you definitely helped me see a lot clearer in a lot of different instances. I mean, I feel like as much as I put myself out here and I offer and I share, and some might say I teach and whatever, like I feel like I learned so much from my peers like you, that it's just like it's so great to have people that I can connect with, that I can just uh, go back and forth with these thoughts in my head and be like, what do you think
Hmm.
about this? And what do you think about that? And so um, the fact that we got to share this live tonight, and others get to connect with you and your quirky process, I think it warms my heart and spirit. So thank you for joining me with this tonight.
Thank you. I just want to hug y'all. I
Uh,
do. I love it. Hmm.
but you can gratitude and grumpy. I mean,
What?
maybe it's difficult. Somebody mentioned that gratitude and grumpy don't mess well. Yeah,
Change your face then. Just
it's transmutation, right? You transmute grumpiness with gratitude, or you can transmute gratitude with grumpiness. You're just transmuting the same energy.
feel grateful that you're feeling anything at all. Even if it's grumpiness.
Yes, Baba, please message Jared. He'll hit you with some runes and you'll learn something. Yeah, so the shows are showing up. That's usually a good indicator that it's time to wrap things up. Did
What?
anybody else actually drop a donation? I want to make sure that we was
I thought
able
I
to.
saw. I thought I saw Judy.
Judy, yes, beautiful. Judy, are you still here?
Yeah,
After
she's there.
cracking me up,
She just commented actually.
yes. I was about to say, after cracking me up with the seance comment, I know you got to be still here.
Hello, Judy.
Exactly, it's the soul again.
Hello, Judy.
Judy's getting her own special seance. Okay, Julie, hopefully those messages resonated with you. Judy, we're going to jump right in and connect and see what wants to come forward for you. Judy.
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 So I'm hearing secrets.
You're hearing what?
Secrets.
Mm,
But I can't say it. It's a secret. Mm.
okay.
But shh.
Mm. Okay, so Judy, all right, so getting a dual message. First, I connect with the energy and I'm getting like cold mountain air, like you're on a mountain hiking, trudging through the snow upward for some reason. Um, and it just feels like this is how you're experiencing things sometimes, where it just feels like very cold, very alone, just kind of trudging through this difficult journey, right? And so then the card that
Mm.
pops up for you is the council. And they come through with like these heavy chimes and like just real angelic. Y'all overdoing that. Y'all can turn that down. But they come through with this real just okay, so they're beaming down upon you, right? This is like your story is being crafted here, right? You're going through certain things, and sometimes it feels like you can't even see what's the point. Why are things so difficult? Why is your journey in particular so difficult? And it's like you're going through these things because you're learning lessons clearly. You're clearing out old blockages and karma and all sorts of things of that nature. But really, you're creating a story. You're writing a story in essence, and these some of these more dramatic moments and some of these more tougher parts that things are difficult are some of the best parts of the story when you go back and reread, right? So this is really like this is them, the angelic realm that's like really supporting you. um wow, it's actually almost unique, like in the sense of just how much I feel like beaming down on you. It's almost like I see almost the entire angelic kingdom is like trying to light up and beam down this light on you, just to let you know that you're not alone, and that you're not being punished, and that you're not that you can withstand this storm. You can withstand whatever storms come your way. They are supporting you. They're backing you up. All you need to do is just continue to take your steps. Continue to take your steps and walk your path, knowing that you're supported, right? Trusting in that, and allowing yourself to be secure enough to continue to take that next step. This is about self assurance. This is about that self assurance to know that as you do all that you can do, all that's all that's really asked of you to do is just live your life the best you can. And as you do that, it makes a difference, it matters, and it will carry you through. But there are moments where you might feel like you want to break, where you might feel that you're alone and you can't shoulder or you can't stand this storm and this weather. This is why they're here to support you and let you know that you can, hold you up when you're falling off balance, re-secure you, reassure you that they are there. Not only that they are there, but that you can do this. They're only there but as support to you because you have that divine spark within, right? This is your journey. You can handle it all. But they got your back if you need them. Chances are, although you think you need them more than you will, you can and will and are doing this. And so they celebrate you. This is a lot of this light and support, even though it's coming through to support you, they're really here celebrating you. They're really here just amazed at how much, how far, how hard you pushed, and you continue to push, and you continue to walk your journey. Because that is making all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. So honor yourself. Feel that secureness, that reassuring. You're not alone through any of this, and that this path is going to lead you to a place of rest, a respite, peace, and salvation. And so that's what the council is chatting about on my end.
Nice message. This card popped up for her. It's a leg up. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's a leg up. And this
Mhm.
is the message. So I think it goes well with what where you're going with all of it today. And the message goes as you've come to a point where going at it alone is no longer optimal for you. So life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with so that just give you like a leg up, just when you're trying to go over something and you're not fully capable. You can't really do it on your own, so you kind of need that kind of support, that extra push, that that help, that leg up. So for the next phase of your journey, so I feel like you've been doing this quite on your own, which a lot of us kind of do to a certain extent, right? And then having the right kind of people, funny because we're celebrating our 1 year today.
Mm.
And help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. So the trick is to accept that aid so freely given when you embrace interdependence,
Mm.
allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, well, then miracles happen.
Mm.
Now is such a time for you. So seek advice from a mentor, business advisor, um, who has been where you want to go. Help how to get there, right? So if so, if you do, you will receive a good counsel, just like your card, right?
Mm.
Yes, and that will aid with prosperity. Hmm. You're in a position where you can't just do it on your own anymore. You need that assistance, you need that help.
And Judy, I'm also going to tack this in at the end of my message. I don't know, Claudia, if you have anything else coming through, but it also attaches to what Claudia is saying. Um, really, when you want to tune into this energy of this, the angelic, the council that is supporting you, whether you feel it through Mother Mary coming through, and even that of your own child, even that of deceased loved ones. um they're sitting right there for you in your heart space, and it feels like maybe you've been avoiding going there because there's pain. And what's coming through is that, yeah, as you go there, especially initially, there's going to be some pain because, like, the mourning process and just those difficult feelings of feeling kind of, whether it's alone or just cold, again, just like we were saying about that metaphor with the mountain.
Hmm.
Those type of feelings, as difficult as they may be, once you experience them and let them live through, behind that, that's where the council is. That is where your son is, and that is where the loved ones are, and it's just about being able to get past that pain enough that you can come back into embracing that love again and actually feeling that. And so, um, they're saying, although it's painful, try not to avoid going into your heart and actually experiencing it. Because as you allow that experience, as you allow yourself to experience that pain, it's released. And then that lets you go deeper into your heart where the actually healing can occur, where actually that the energy of your loved ones and the council and your support team lies right there in your heart space. Okay, so don't avoid it. Don't avoid it. You got to go through it. Okay, as scary as it might be, there's so much healing and support and love for you that's gonna be on that other side once you get through the discomfort.
Hmm.
So That is your message, Judy. Last little bit I'm gonna tack on. Claudia, are you feeling anything else for her?
I hear the song. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain. Some, oh, yeah. Lean on me. Love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just call on me, brother, when you need us. We all need
Someone.
someone
Yes, yes,
to
yes. Classic,
lean.
classic stuff. Who is that? I think that's Bill Withers. Ah,
Oh, there's so many people that sang it.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
But I'm trying to impress myself by going back to the
Okay,
original.
there
Like,
you
hey,
go. All right, all right, all
can I
right.
type the original? That'd be impressive.
I think it sounds familiar. I think maybe unless there's
Ah,
like an older one that sang it and someone's gonna blurb it out. But if we go with the popular older
hmm
version, I would say you're correct.
hmm
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yes, we have a couple of other Withers commenters, so we'll go with that.
I like it.
Yes, Bill Withers, classic stuff.
Yes, yes.
So Judy says that was their song. They sang together. So they sang it together. So that's
Which
beautiful.
one? Where? Who?
Lean on Me that we were just singing.
Yeah. Is what? Who sings that? With
Judy, were you saying you and your son? Is it your son? I don't know why I'm saying son. I apologize if it's a daughter, but
why am I not seeing comments?
you're not seeing comments all this time. I am so sorry.
I don't
You're
know.
welcome, Judy. You're welcome. Look, I threw it on the screen. Can you see it? Like right
So
there.
I'm just trying to understand because, like, when I receive messages or I'm just blurping things out, right? Because I've accepted that this vessel
Right.
can translate or
Okay.
transmit
It was your son.
messages.
Got it, Judy.
Okay, okay. So we've been doing a lot of mediumship lately. I feel like more so than usual.
hmm
Hmm.
Who? Me?
Well, us.
Oh.
Who, me? Yeah, you. All right. Sorry. uh, got
Yeah.
jukebox in there. Just put another dime in it. A dime
Oh
for a
well,
good time.
the psychic iTunes never ends. The mediumship stuff, that's like a burgeoning skill that just keeps coming in a little bit more and more as I get clearer
Mhm.
in my other skills. Um, it's all just growth. I think that's what's been
Yeah,
happening with you too, as you're expanding, whether it's the ISIS sisterhood stuff, which you
yeah.
didn't really get it too much into tonight. You'll have to
No,
share that in the future.
yeah.
Um,
One thing at a time. I mean, it can go in really.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, it's more like a session that we could like one-on-one kind of session.
I'm down. Yeah, well, partner.
Yeah,
I'm down. We can
yeah,
definitely exchange sessions. It's been a while since we've done anything like that. So,
yeah, yeah.
um,
Let's do that.
very cool. Well,
I'm
thank
done.
you everybody for joining in tonight and hanging out with us as we connected, Claudia. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Yeah.
It feels like it is time to wrap this all up because I think Jared said he's putting his kids to bed, and that reminds me I am a daddy and I have to do the same. So, um,
Yeah,
it's good to see everybody. Thank you again for joining, Claudia. I will shoot you a message later.
sounds
Um,
good.
Beautiful to see everybody. Happy friend anniversary, which is dope.
Yay!
Talk soon. Peace and
Talk soon.
blessings, y'all. Namaste.